hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. See ya, people. I know that there's so many other shows going on out there because, of course, tomorrow is the Champions League, so many other people are doing shows, but we wouldn't care. Me and this my brother, we're gonna do our show today, and
Sure.
this particular episode is dedicated to my brother Oregon Gunner. I mean, last week I sent out congratulatory messages and posted him all up on all my socials last week because this brother, I mean, just check it out, yeah, guys. Yeah, this guy has worked with me over. This is going to the second season. He's working with me now, and behind the scenes, he's also a very great friend to me. So yeah, people, yeah, you just have to welcome our brother, a year older. I like to
Oh,
say a year younger. You could see it on him, yeah. No other person than my guy, my brother, Oregon Gunner, Dallas Tracy. You get to guys. Happy birthday to you, man. We love you.
apropos. Thank you, Tony. Very kind, brother. I like the T-shirt, by the way, too. Yeah, I like the
Thanks,
design.
man.
Very cool. Thanks for that nice introduction, bro. It has been a great couple of years doing this together now. Yeah, another year older, a little bit wiser, less good looking,
Mm,
but hey, that's life, right? Yeah,
exactly, man.
but also
It,
another
it,
season of this bullshit in the transfer window regarding Arsenal. Another year of football mediocrity, and things are changing in America as we speak.
mm,
Some would say for the worse, some would say for the better, but you know what side of the coin I'm on that. So yeah. So here I am, 51 years old, following Arsenal now
mm.
for almost 26, 27 years. So yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God. How many major titles have you witnessed at Arsenal, man? Eh,
Well, yeah.
man,
Several. I would say four, five, six FA Cups. The
oh my
title.
God.
You
Not
know,
not enough. Not
yeah.
enough. Not enough.
98.
I
I knew
mean,
they
under
won
the
90. I didn't
under
count the
those
title.
years, yeah, can you imagine how many trophies Man City have won?
Oh, countless.
Down the line, space of
Lot.
10
Even
years.
Chelsea. Even Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly, man. Shout out
Champions
to
League.
our brother, of
Anthony.
course, Anthony Herbert, who's down here with Anthony Herbert. When are you gonna come to the show? You don't even want to pop into my show no more. What's
If you're not
going on,
busy, I'm going to
Anthony?
send you the link right now.
Of course, I know that Anthony has a very, very good thing going on with our other friend,
Oh,
Anthony,
yeah.
Ellie Doors TV. They have a very
Anyway,
great show, on, man.
100.
And to be very sincere with you, that show they have down there, it's it, it's something great. It's something
Yeah,
amazing.
it's
I
really
really
good.
love that show. There's just
Very good.
something different about the show. Anthony brings his own flavor, into it. And I've been blessed to work with Anthony Herbert before. He gave me my real push out there. Out there. I worked with him. Very great guy to work with. That show is very, very, very amazing show. Big ups to all the man who was down there too. He says, "How you doing, mate? I'm fine. Big up to you, man. Yeah, I'm cool. Me and Oregon gonna chilling for the evening." And of
Yeah.
course, after the Herbert says, "Yeah, shout out to you, other man. That's my guy. That's my brother too." Anthony Herbert says, "Yeah, big up, lads. News just in. Tenny signed a pre-contract to be a Celtic player next season." Sorry, guys, for the hiccup. Think I need more water. Cooper is down here. Cooper says, "Bless up, Tony." Hey, bless up, Cooper. Cooper, how you doing, man? Oregon, this is an American. It would be nice to have him on
Yeah.
the show. He's a great guy.
Josh's show. Yeah, True Good on Josh's show. Sure.
Oh, okay, okay. You've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
him, right? Yeah, a
yeah,
great guy
yeah.
to have
I
on the
don't know what
show.
city he's in, but yeah, I know he's American. I've definitely watched him on Josh's show.
Oregon, see, let's start like this.
Okay, let's talk like
Michael Oliver,
it.
Miles Lewis Kelly.
Yes.
See, Oregon, I just posted a breaking news out there on my socials, and I just said that the FA, the English FA, have come out and they've rightfully vindicated Miles Lewis Kelly and scrapped and expunged, the frivolous, you know, contentious, malicious charges leveled against that kid. I mean, I've seen lots of tackles, man, and bro, that is not a red card. But I've never seen a big time referee. Even me, I'm a referee. I mean, bro, I've never seen a referee give that as a red card. But it comes to Arsenal, and these red cards are being dished out as if, they're yellow cards. I mean, it's not fair enough. I don't want this to enshroud Arsenal's deficiencies in any way, because I don't want anyone to say, "Oh, it's because of the referees. That's why we're not winning games.
Right.
That's why we're not doing well. That's why we're at the position we're at right now." But again, it's hard to make it's very hard to make these conclusions, because if the PG Moore is going against one of them, in fact, one of the face of English refereeing, if they are going against Michael Oliver, the face, yeah, of
Yep.
English football in terms of refereeing, my brother, then I think there are bigger problems than we do imagine in the English Premiership. And I mean, in my post, I called him corrupt, allegedly, because that's the only thing I can think of. Oregon,
Right.
I'm going to allow you speak uninterrupted. The- As in, just extensively, tell me what you think about this rescinding decision by the English FA, and tell me what you thought about that challenge, first of all, how you saw it, when you saw it, what was your first impression? And then after Arsenal actually sent that appeal in the early hours of yesterday, what did you feel? Did you feel it was going to be expunged finally? Like, what was your thought process? Just take us through this process, piece by piece. Just break it up.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing was watching the match. Um, I as much as I can't stand the refs, I do give them a little bit of credit at times.
We
And I
got
don't mean
faces.
credit, right? I give them a little bit of benefit of the doubt because we know that the game moves 1,000 miles an hour, right? They're not going to catch every little thing. But for him to not give us the balance of fouls, right? And then make that call when he just stuck a foot out. He wasn't even on the ground, right? His body wasn't on the ground. His foot wasn't up. The studs were up just a tiny bit, but that's what a raised foot does. In my opinion, it was
Mm,
100% a professional call, a professional foul. He was stopping the counterattack and the
yeah,
breakaway, which you have every right to do. We've seen worse tackles than that, right? We've seen guys just come out there and just take people's knees out, right? And kick them in the stomach,
exactly, man.
worse
I've
things and
seen
get yellow
two-footed
cards.
challenges.
And it's a yellow card. It's simply a
No
yellow card.
one, no one gives any red card for those.
Right, right. A professional fouls a yellow card, and he figured he was getting the yellow. Right, he put himself out there hoping to stop the counterattack and to get that yellow card, which you can use those up in matches. They're there to be used. And again, it's the point to where Michael Oliver, bless up Cooper, Michael Oliver is finding ways to hold us back at times during games. I truly believe that. I don't think
Mm,
he's holding us back on a macro level, like winning the league or anything, ostentatious like that. I just mean that, when there's matches and there's 50-50 decisions, it's almost every time you can guarantee he'll go against Arsenal. And that's just,
mm,
that's been recorded and that's been recorded history, right? People do keep track of this stuff.
yeah,
A lot of the mutants and the
definitely.
Animax and so forth, right? The top gooners, the groups that we despise, right?
Mm,
Who talk about XG,
mm,
XA, and field tilt and all that other bullshit. The fact of the matter is, it was a professional foul and it was the wrong call, right? It was simply the
mm.
wrong call, and I'm glad it's getting
But,
rescinded. The
but,
FA is doing their job and
but
rescinding it. The FA is doing their job, Tony,
oh,
and really reviewing it. And so I'm glad that it
Oregon
got
Guinea, see,
rescinded.
I really
Let's start
want us
over
to
again.
delve into this thing. I really want us to delve into this thing very, very seriously. Yeah.
Sure.
See, Oregon, there is a machine called the VAR. There's a machine called VAR.
Right.
Yeah, these are the reasons why that VAR was created in the first place. Because we do know that referees are human beings, and human beings can capture
Right.
everything in a split second that's going on in the field of play. So that's why you need the help of advanced technology. VAR came
Mm,
into place.
sort of.
If Michael Oliver made that decision, that acrimonious, disgraceful decision on the day, isn't it the role of the VAR to actually just uh, give Michael Oliver a call? Yeah, just talk to him. But instead, they regurgitated the same
Right.
nonsense that Michael
Right.
Oliver issued in the first place. So, I mean, should we say that the VAR is corrupt in this
Yes.
case?
Yes. They're looking at they're wanting to agree with the ref, right? The idea is that
Mm,
all the two refs in the box, in the VAR box, and the referee out on the pitch have to come to some sort of agreement, right? And this is where I get
mm,
the up with VAR, right? I only want it for penalties, right? I only want it for off the ball, elbows, that kind of
mm,
stuff. I don't want it
mm,
called for offsides. I'm tired of seeing a player's toenail in front of the defender and it getting called offsides. That's not what I thought VAR was into. Right? I thought the whole
yeah.
idea was to check for penalties inside the box when either a goal is scored or it's a question to the referee that yes, there's contact. I want to make sure there was contact on the penalty, and they verify it through
Mm,
VAR, pen given or pen not given. Right? This
mm,
using VAR to check every single tackle, it has completely destroyed the game. We have 7 to 9 minutes now at the end of every half, right? Because of
mm,
VAR. And it's like, why have the ref if you're just going to agree with them anyway? Just let him call the game. I would rather they not
mm.
have VAR, let the ref make mistakes, and then those cards get rescinded, and then the refs get punished down to the championship division for 30 days. That's all
Exactly,
they have to
exactly,
do. There's no
exactly,
reason to have
man.
VAR on every single estimated foul. If the ref makes a wrong call, he will 9 times out of 10 get the right call the following week, either if it's Arsenal or Liverpool or whoever. Right? The thing is, they're
But,
fucking human, and I'm
see,
tired.
yeah, but
I'm
again,
tired of
Michael Oliver is a
saying
top
that.
referee in this league.
Well,
He's a top
he's not a
referee in
top.
this league.
Not a top
Like
referee.
he's a
That's
top
the thing.
professional
He's
in this
not
league.
though. But
I-
he's not
If
apparently.
that's what he's dishing out, then I'm
Right.
sorry, we're done. We're
Right.
done in
I
this
agree with
league.
that. Well, then they've got
It-
more training to do. But I'm tired of VAR getting in there for 3 or 4 minutes just to decide that the call's wrong anyway.
mm,
They all made
exactly,
the wrong decision. So what the fuck are we doing here? Let the ref call
exactly.
the game. Let the linesman call the game. If they get offsides wrong by an inch or two, so what? The benefit of the laws of the game goes to the benefit of the attacker anyway.
I,
That's the
I
law
mean,
of the
should
game.
VAR
I don't
even
care
be
what the
cancelled
law.
at this point? Because I mean, has it done more? Has it done more good than harm to football since its institution? Shout out to the Saski Gunner. He's down here. He says British Law Tech Prem and VAR Ref Buddy system PG More are also backwards. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you just have to agree. I mean,
for
it
sure.
doesn't matter whether
Absolutely.
you're as in if you're an Arsenal fan, this should disgust you. This should disgust you. What happened on
Right.
that day? As in just street swords, yeah, apart, yeah, from the signings, etc. As in
Right.
just throw that all away. Let that sleep, yeah, because this is an attack on the institution of football. This is an attack on the institution of the Premiership. This is a
Yeah,
big,
kind
big,
of.
big attack
Because
on the
well,
EPL.
well,
The
let's focus that,
referees,
Tony.
its own, eating
The
up on their own,
this can
yeah.
be dealt with by the FA and the PGMO, right? Let's put this into focus, right? This can be
Mm,
trained out, right? Number one, let the players play, right? Some of these players are going down, you touch them, and the fuckers fall down, right? And the refs fall for it and give calls for that, right? But that's been part of the
mm,
game since it's been pretty much invented, right? The
mm,
idea is to get the competitive advantage, but the refs got to be smart and say, "Oh yeah, you okay? Your foot barely touched him. I
yeah.
saw that. Play on, play on."
Yeah,
Put the
Yeah.
ball down, call the foul, and play. I don't have a problem with them calling fouls all over the pitch. If there's a foul, call it. But it doesn't have to be so dramatic where you have to lift the red card the first time the kid gets a foul. That was his first foul, I think, of the match, maybe his second. Like, to me, if you ask Jez, you're a referee yourself, and Jez, you can let fouls build up, right? You can watch a player foul someone. Okay, it's a foul, blow the whistle. They foul him again 10 minutes later. Okay, it's a foul, blow the whistle. Then you can say,
and then you can hand that yellow card out. Yeah.
That's twice in 10 minutes. That's all he had to say. Ball on the ground, play on. That's why I'm saying VAR is an interruption of the game completely. And I'm fucking done with it, to be honest. Again, penalties. Use it for penalties. If the ball bounces, hits a player's hand that's out, and the refs don't catch that, I understand. That's what VAR is for, right? And I'm also at the point where I don't want anyone but the captains talking to the ref. I don't want to see Havertz. I don't want to see Gabriel, Saliba, Saka come running over. Everybody's in the ref's face. He should be whipping out yellow cards every time they get within 3 feet of him, and that will stop that shit. Call over the captains, tell them what happened, put the ball on the floor, and get the game moving. It's not that
exactly.
It's not. I mean, it's not difficult.
There'll be one more question on this topic before we move on, because there's a whole lot of stuff for us to talk about. Yeah. Shout out to Into the Box. He's a friend of we're in the same group, and we're mutual friends of my very, very big friend and partner, Waffle TV show. That's a great guy, and I've been blessed to work with Abs. Abs is a great guy, and guys, he's been in this community, and we do respect Waffle TV, and we do respect Abs as a person. So any friend of Abs is a friend of mine. So Into the Box, big ups to you, and hopefully you get an invite and pop into the channel. Come and have a chit chat with the boys down here. Yeah, we're just Arsenal fans. I just love to talk about Arsenal. Big ups to Paul Forwell, Blue Noses down here. It says big up Tony and Dow, you two legends. This is my favorite show on YouTube. Oh, big ups to you, man. And he really means it, because he always shares it. Big ups to you, Paul Forwell. And of course, we do respect you too, Paul Forwell, man. Big ups to you. Sassy Goodness says top ref for City UAE referee gift. I mean, the Sasky, there's sometimes Sasky Gunner Chris Moss just brings the heat at times. This is exactly what I wanted to ask you. Yeah,
right.
I mean, just 2 seasons ago. I mean, the UAE paid some couple of English refs. That went to the UAE. Under those payments. Michael Oliver received. Exactly, he received. Is still a beneficiary of proceeds from the UAE. We all know that the UAE are benefactors of Manchester City. We do know this. It's pure proof. It's there. The proof is in the pudding. So why would we stay here, and we see these corrupt practices going on, that even the PG Mall, after receiving the decision by one of its top referees in the English league, in fact, the face of the English league, because is the one we look up to. I went through referee training, and that was just last year. And in the UEFA badges training, you would see Michael Oliver's face on the UEFA banner. So he's not a kid in this game. He's someone highly respected. And even if I'm a referee, I do know that he's a very highly respectable person, not just in the English league, but in Europe, So if he's dishing out stinkers in the EPL like this, and we have all concluded that the VAR was corrupt in that decision, he was corrupt in that decision, Oregon Gunner, the hard fact, do you think this has cost a derailment in Arsenal season? Because if you check the games that Michael Oliver has already delivered and handed down to Arsenal this season, I mean, Declan Rice, he gave him a red card. I mean, of course, you know what happened down there, this season alone. Acrimonious, questionable decisions. I mean, it's taking away points from the Arsenal. Do you want to look at it from that standpoint that refereeing decisions will or have definitely cost Arsenal a
No,
point this season, and consequentially, do you think that has also made us less title contenders with the chopping off of those points caused by referees alone? I know of at least 3 to 4 games that referees have
right.
cost us. Remove Arteta. We know Arteta is an idiot on his own, but Oregon Gunner, I've seen 3 to 4 games that refereeing decisions have cost us pain
Right.
this season. Over to you, my brother.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack there. I mean, I'm looking at Sasky, and he's saying we have 8 cards to City 0, right? So you're looking already. There's the ratio. I still have to maintain in my own sense, my own mind of sanity that they're mistakes. He thinks it's a
Mm,
red, so he gives it a red. I don't think he goes into games Michael Oliver's we're speaking of, into Arsenal matches when I'm going to red card an Arsenal player today. I absolutely do not believe that. If he's as a professional as much as he's hyped up to be, he makes a bad decision. They all make bad decisions, and that's what's frustrating, right? And sometimes those decisions are at the worst points of the game, the worst moments. But I'm sorry, Tony, I can't get on the bandwagon of Michael Oliver's against Arsenal, even though Mossy showed
Oregon
us
Gunner,
that
I
they
think he's a
are.
hater. I think he's a corrupt ref.
And I don't,
I'm
right? And I'm
sorry,
not
man.
trying
The
anyone.
decisions on Arsenal, time and time without number.
Hey,
When
Tony,
does it end?
I'm not
When
going to,
does
and
it
I'm not
end?
going to. Fair enough, and I'm not going to discourage you from thinking that. If
I,
you as a
I
fan
see his
see that,
decisions again
Oliver
with
out,
Manchester City,
I don't see that
Liverpool,
way.
Newcastle. He doesn't do any of all those shenanigans. It's always
Well,
against Arsenal that he
well,
does these things,
that's a
these
good
evil
point.
things.
That's why I'm saying it's to. And I'm sorry, I've got to be 70%, 30%. Okay, I can be 30% on your side saying maybe he really is looking for that specific call. He's waiting for that specific slip up or something that we do. Maybe he is looking for that. But 70% of me's got to agree, Tony, that he's not coming out there with an agenda, that he's making wrong calls. What's frustrating is that VAR's defending it. It's not that he's, making bad calls, right? It's one thing for refs to make bad calls, but it's fucking VAR defending the bad call. That's the
Hmm,
frustrating part because he can make a
hmm.
bad call and then get it
That's
rescinded,
another point.
right?
Hmm.
Which what happened, but it's VAR, right? VAR is really the problem because we would have, if he would have,
So,
even if he,
so,
hold on,
so is it so is
hold
it
on,
an FA sanction
hold
hit?
on. If
Because
he
we have to
if he
start
red
looking at
cards
it from that standpoint.
if he red cards Lewis Skelly, the game continues on. We appeal it, it gets overturned, right? But instead, we're more mad at VAR than we are Michael Oliver, I think, in some instances, because VAR's vindicating his mistake. If it was Howard Webb or whatever ref's name you want to put in there, and they still make the same mistake, you can't say that ref has an agenda. But again, Mossy brings up good points. That's 8 times he's red carded us to City 0. How many times has he red carded Liverpool, Newcastle,
Hmm.
Aston Villa, Everton? I don't know, right? Because we don't really follow that, right? We wouldn't follow Michael Oliver to our fucking Brentford Newcastle game. Who cares, right? But they all make bad calls. I've been to so many Timbers games here in the MLS. They're fucking. You think the EPL's bad? The MLS is fucking terrible, bro. It's awful, right? And then just fans are throwing shit and I've seen decisions that change games. I remember Frank Lampard got a penalty because back in like 2008 because somebody barely
Hmm.
touched his side. He fell over like a bag of jelly beans or whatever. The fat bastard. So I mean, that's part of the game, right? And I kinda it's not part of it shouldn't be part of the game, but it is. Everyone's going to do something to get competitive advantage. But back to the referees. I'm sorry, I cannot get on the side that Michael Oliver's looking to give a red card. I think he saw the studs up. Everything happens at 1,000 miles an hour. He saw the studs up. He saw the reaction of Lewis Skelly. He saw the reaction of the player, whoever it was who went down. I don't remember. And he whipped out the red card. And in
N- n-
hindsight, he probably went there and said,
I-
"Yeah, I fucked up, guys.
I'm
Go ahead."
Oregon Gunner. That's where I have the problem. That's where I have the problem. With Arsenal players, it doesn't give the benefit of the doubt. But with other football clubs, he gives the utmost benefit of the doubt. I remember a tackle on Declan Rice by Kovacic in the game we played against Manchester City. That was at home last season.
Right,
And Kovacic came with a two-footed challenge and
right.
struck Declan Rice. For me, that was a red carded offense because when you're coming with with your two legs chopped off, you didn't get and chopped off the legs of Declan
Right. I've
Rice
seen
from the
pictures.
back, and you didn't even get the ball. I mean, as in there was clear benefit of the doubt given to Kovacic for
I,
that
I
challenge.
get that. I
So
get what you
so
what you're
so
saying.
why is the odds so quick? Why is the odds? It's like a vampire that just wants to can't
Right,
wait to just pierce his teeth into gaping veins and gaping arteries. I mean, it's instantaneous. It's
right,
quick. No benefit of the doubt given to Arsenal players.
right.
In the reverse fixture of this game earlier this season, Kai Havertz was choked on the neck.
He was.
I mean,
He was.
some one player I don't know from Wolves, he choked Kai Havertz on the neck. Yeah,
Right.
I,
That was
I
early.
mean, I don't care
Early.
what people do in their parlors, yeah, but I mean, or in their rooms or in their private bedrooms, but I mean, it's on the field, yeah, and you're clearly choking an Arsenal player. No warning was given to that player. Not a bro. Benefit of the doubt was given
Right.
to the player.
I get it.
Bro, I saw when another player touched the bum of Gabriel Jesus in this league, bro. This season, it wasn't two
Right.
seasons ago against Wolves. Gabriel Jesus' bum was touched. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I
No,
don't know.
what are we doing here? And no
I don't
cards
know.
was given. So I've come to the conclusion, Dahlia, that refereeing decisions are different for Arsenal Football Club. Let's extricate Mikel Arteta, his failures. Let's extricate
Sure.
Kroenke's. Let's push them all out. Let's push them away. We know they have clear faults. Let's call a spade a spade. These referees are not. They're not proper with Arsenal. They're corrupt with Arsenal. They're not being fair to us. And you know how I take fairness. You
Right.
have to be fair to us. You have to give us justice. And if there's any evidence about what we're talking about, the FA rescinded that decision this evening, and
Right.
they're actually telling us, you know what, yeah, we do understand that this decision was very wrong. We do understand that the face of our league have fluffed his lines, give a bad decision against Arsenal, and they've rescinded the decision. So even
Right.
they too are seeing the fault. It's bro, it's
I get it. I
clear
stand
for all to
behind
see. So,
it's
so why,
behind the
so why wouldn't we say that this is corruption? Why can't we say that?
You can
Why
say
can't we
it.
say that?
You can say it all you like, man. And there's part of me, like I said, I believe some of that, but I
No,
just
no, I want to know why you still have that element of doubting.
because you're a referee as well, and I'm sure when you play more game in and game out and game in and game out, you're going to make mistakes, Tony. You're going to make yellow
But this
card
is
mistakes.
above mistakes.
Hold
I,
on,
I mean, I just told you of two incidents
let him
where they
finish.
choked Kai Havertz
I
and they
understand.
tampered with Gabriel Jesus' bomb, and no
And
cards was given.
right.
Hello.
That's VAR. Well,
So
that's on VAR, right? Because if Kai Havertz, from what I remember, was getting choked at the other side of the pitch while the referee was watching the passage of play, right? I mean, I think this was
on
also a few
VAR,
months ago. It's well, who else can watch the other side of the pitch, right? If one thing's happening over here, but all the attention and cameras are over here, right? That's what I mean. Off the ball. That's what VAR's for. Off the ball incidents like elbows and grabbing by the throat, pulling shirts and shit, whatever it is. But I cannot get in my head that Saturday morning for me, Saturday afternoon and evening for you guys,
hmm,
that the referee got up and said, "Oh, I'm definitely going to card somebody today." I can't. If some big story comes out where blah blah blah, and they have some ratio of him, giving red cards to Arsenal compared to all the other teams, and he took money for this, and it's City linked to that, then yes. But I mean, right now it's kind of rumors, but it is true that he did ref some games in the Middle East for, I think, the Abu Dhabi Oil Corporation or something like that, and he was paid about $20,000, to do that. And I think he ref Man-City games, and and that's suspicious, right? To me, if I'm looking over the FA or Howard Webb, PGMO, whatever it is, he's going down to Division 2 for about 60 to 90 days, or if not the rest of the season, right? That's the justice. But you can't go back and rescind calls that he made because of bad judgment. That's the all thing. It's like, you're going to make mistakes, Tony, and you're going to get yelled at by coaches and players and fans, right? And I'm sure it's already probably
I
happened.
understand.
Okay,
I understand.
because
I understand that. Moss just gave us this insight. He said, giving Arsenal 8 red cards, City 0. I mean, bro,
I get right, and that's what I was saying earlier. I get what Moss is
too
saying.
much.
It's too much, right? And this is the type of stuff that the FA needs to be investigating. I'm not saying he shouldn't be punished. He should absolutely be punished, 100%. I'd say 90 days down to Division 2, or
what's the most befitting punishment for Michael Oliver? What's the most befitting punishment for Michael Oliver after this? Because they've rescinded that decision.
Put him down to Division 1 or 2 for the rest of the season. Put him down for the rest of make a statement. If the FA and PGMO want to make a statement, send them down to the Division 2. Whoever with the blue square division. I mean, there's 30 different leagues in London, I think, alone. I mean, they can find someplace for them to go. Send them to fucking, I don't know, Alaska, the Alaskan League. Right? The thing is that it's bad judgment. But at the same time, we've gotten mad at the ref. And I go back to Newcastle games where we had one fucking shot on target. And then top gooners want to blame the ref. Right? One shot on goal. 37 attempts, 2 shots on goal. 34 crosses against fucking, United. Could barely score. 20-some crosses against Inter, can't put it in the back of the bag. And then top gooners want to blame the ref. That's the shit that pisses me off, right? When we completely underperform, we have no one else to blame but Arteta and the performance, but yet some top gooners want to blame the ref. That's the shit I'm tired of, right? But when incidents happen like they did Saturday, I can understand why people get pissed. But again, those are one-off incidents that happen on a Saturday or Sunday. I'm dead serious. If that ref, Michael Oliver, could say, I fucked up, I take it back.
Are they really one-off incidents? Are they really one-off incidents? Because, I mean, we've seen a trail of referee decisions. I mean, not even only on even Taylor's decision. I mean, you saw that goal that was scored against Liverpool, hacked off for no just cause. It was a goal against Liverpool. That's 3 points. So, I mean, it's not just one referee, it's multiple referees playing with our games. So, I don't know. It hurts me in a different way, but I hear you.
Decision, bro. Like I said, you've been refereeing now for a while. I'm sure you've had players and coaches get upset with you on decisions that you made, and you go home, you go hug your wife, get something to eat, and think, "Fuck, I did make the wrong decision." Right?
Get you.
And that's the thing. But we should be more upset at VAR for defending the bad decision, right? Be more upset at VAR taking only a half a second to look at it and go, "Yep, that's a red," instead of taking a minute or two, which we still don't like, and saying, "You know what? That's a professional foul. It's on the counterattack. His foot was a little higher than normal, but that is not a red. There's no malicious intent. He's not hitting his knee. He's not kicking his shin in. He's not twisting his ankle. He put his foot on top of his foot. And the fucking player fell down like he got shot from the third row." Right?
Can you imagine? Imagine.
It must have felt like that on his foot. And he went, right, to get the foul. But that's been happening since day one. Right? DJ Drogba shot in the back like a sniper diving in our fucking box. I mean, come on. Arjen Robben, Ramirez from Chelsea, Frank Lampard, that bastard. You know, how many other stupid player shitheads that you have to say they're cheating every
Classic
second.
Gunner is down here with us. Big up to Classic Gunner. Big up to Cooper.
You know,
Big up to
it's
Satsuki
bad
Gunner,
decision
who's
making.
down here with us.
Bad decisions,
The-
like Sasky Moss says, those bad decisions do add up, and he should absolutely be punished. Division 2 for the rest of the season, 60 days, whatever. But we'll see him back in the Prem. I mean, if he's as regarded as you say he is, he'll be back in the Prem.
Oh, he's highly regarded at you in
Oh, I
UEFA.
didn't really
I
realize
mean,
that.
I saw his face everywhere when I was in training,
Yeah.
when I was in referee training school. So,
Fair enough.
But again,
yeah,
the classic Gunner is down here. He says, "Nah, he is corrupt." I mean, my favorite character. I mean, I don't really like the Batman or whatever. My favorite characters are the villains themselves, because within the villains, you get some upright ones down there trying to get one or two things done. Bane, where is Bane when you need him? Yeah, corrupt. Corrupt.
Yeah.
See, Classic Goodness says, nah, he's corrupt. He saw Kovacic's 2 red card tackles and didn't even give a yellow card. Exactly, man. That's my guy. Big up to Classic Gunner, man. Big up to you. New subscriber down here.
Big up Classic.
Yeah, Saki Gunner is down. He says, and he came out, Oliver saying he does not want to affect the game when City had to cover it. Oh my God, that was so laughable. Yeah, Classic Gunner said, don't forget Howard Webb defended him, saying he didn't want to ruin the game. Oh, PG Mole is corrupt. See, Oregon Gunner, we could talk about this all day and we won't even move further.
For
sure. Ayden Heaven, a player that you've constantly criticized this season.
Is he back at the swamp with Shrek?
He made your birthday,
Shut up.
He made your birthday, he made your birthday tick. He made you go to he made you go to that place and said, Kumbaya during your birthday. I mean, he gave you that kick, man. He gave you that kick. He gave you something to celebrate. Ricardo Calafiore just comes with a fury, comes into the game, scores a goal for the Arsenal. And again, this is why I was on a show with Cooper on Josh Channel. I'll be on Josh Channel, guys, tomorrow for the Champions League game, Arsenal versus Girona. So maybe Cooper might be there. We'll have a little chat, because the little chat I had with Cooper, we talked about a whole lot, because he's a vast kind of guy too. Ricardo Calafiore, when he came into this football club, I kept saying this thing. He scoring a goal doesn't mean that he's totally good. No. All I'm saying is that Mikel Arteta hasn't. See, he's still playing in left back position. He's not even playing as a centre back. We're playing him out of position. I mean, a player who comes in injured, a player who has had fitness issues, we do know that this manager doesn't know how to deal with the fitness issues of his players. He doesn't even know the strength of his players. He's always played him out of position. He's always played in the left back position. He has not put him in that center. Of course, we do have juggernauts down there, Saliba and of course Magalhaes. But again, you're playing him out of position. That's the truth. He is a center back. In Italy, he plays as a center back. In Bologna, he tried. He played in the left back position. He helped out. He is a help in the left back position, and we as fans are judging him based on the left back position. But he's been played out of position, and he's bailed us out twice. He's given us winning goals twice. He's given us 6 points. Oregon Gunner, give us a background to his goal and how he bailed us out and made your birthday a kumbaya birthday.
Oh my God! What a great birthday! Thank you, Calafiore. I call him Pearl Jam because he just reminds me of like a grunge rock star with long hair and shit. I don't know, man. But here's my opinion on Calafiore. Talented, yes, but raw talent, right? Like this kid is built for. He's fast. He's strong. Technique,
Evening the assembled. You're welcome, assembled.
vision on the pitch, not so much. That'll develop. I know he gets slagged off. I know my man Lee Gunner slags him off a lot. And I know a
Hendon
lot of
Gunner, good evening, sir. You're welcome.
Hendo. Big up Hendo.
Hendo the assembled. Big up to all of them. They're popping
I
in,
just think
guys.
that Calafiore has that extreme athletic ability, right? He has strength, speed, not very much, pitch awareness. I don't know about his football IQ, so to speak. Hopefully that improved. But again, a player that we really kind of don't need. We didn't really need him, right? I mean, we signed him off the back of the Euros. Tommy Asu. I mean, we still have Vinny. Not that I rate Vinny, right? I mean, but he's
Oregon Gunner. It's a luxury to say that now. Last season, when Saliba went injured, we all cried and said, "Oh, where is that? Where is that guy to come and replace him?" And no one was there. And then they went to sign a centre back, and then we Arsenal fans are complaining. It's good and okay to complain about bringing in Mikel Moreno, but I do know that for the past 4 seasons, 3-4 seasons, we've been complaining about the fitness levels of Thomas Partey. In the mid-seasons, he just got injured most of the time. And then we went to sign in a defensive midfielder also in Mikel Moreno. I know he's a very slow guy. I know he hasn't gotten up to he hasn't stepped it up a notch yet. I do get that. But again, we're still complaining about it. Because last season, when he went off mid-season, everyone was complaining. So even if we do bring in people there should be complaints, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, but breaking in people to me is absolutely like down the list, right, of priorities for this club. Number 1 is to win a fucking Premier League trophy, right? Number 2 is to win a Champions League trophy. Number 3 is to win any damn trophy now that we can get our hands on, practically. Because we are that desperate. And number 4 or 5, okay, let's develop some players. But he's rearranged those already. He would rather develop players than win. I am truly convinced of that now. The decisions he's made in the lineups against certain teams shows that the top 4 is okay because he's secure and he can get any player he thinks he wants that he can develop under his reign. And I'm fucking done with it, Tony. Right? Mikel Merino, big deal. Wow. Calafiore, great. Yeah, he's got us 6 points. I'll give him that. That was a great goal he scored against Wolves. A little side foot action.
That was a nice goal.
Jose saw it as a shit keeper anyway, let's be real. But the fact of the matter is, if it wasn't for him, nobody else would have fucking scored. Right? I mean,
and that's true.
That's how bad
that's true.
And it does
and that's true.
The transfer window, and it does lead
the
back
transfer
to
window.
And it does lead back to having
Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz. You said the words. Kai Havertz.
Dominic
Oregon Gunner
as a target man. I would rather have Sesko as a target man. I would rather have Gabriel Jesus as a target man than this fucking donkey Kai Havertz. It's keeping the team down. He's simply not good enough. And it brings
Oregon Gunner at this point now, I don't even blame Kai Havertz again. Oregon Gunner, I don't even blame Kai Havertz again. I've actually, I don't even blame him no more. I blame the manager now. I mean, we brought in someone who was supposed to be playing in left centre mid for £65 million, and then we put him up front to go play up front since he fluffed his lines in left centre mid. He can't play there. Yeah, he's a flop. He was a flop in left centre mid. He doesn't have the skill set to play in that position. And then we pushed him up front, and he managed to get some goals. And the manager just luckily left him down there. But now, luckily, he scored 14 goals for us this season. I'm not saying that's a bad tally to get. I'm just saying that with that tally he's gotten already, double it. Because Kai Havertz is that kind of a striker that he misses up to 3-4 chances before he gets one chance. That's the kind of shitty striker he is. So imagine you have a prolific poacher down there, waiting in the lines down there. We would be winning the league by now because you just have to double the number of goals that he has scored. 14 plus 14, then we're talking about 28 goals this season already. Because Kai Havertz, for every one he gets, he loses like about 3 to 4 chances. So
Right.
imagine we have an accomplished goal scorer down there
For
in the
sure.
waiting, just waiting in around the final
And
third,
the prices have
waiting for
dropped.
that goal to come in the 18-yard
Right.
box to poach that ball in. Oh my God, we're talking of 28 goals. So imagine us having our own equivalent of Mohamed Salah, who would give this Liverpool team at least 28,
Right.
30 goals this season.
Right. Right.
The numbers, the way he's scoring goals now is raking up those numbers towards that area right
Yeah.
now. I mean, we
Getting
will be
towards the
having
top.
our own guy. But I mean, we're stuck with Kai Havertz. I don't even blame him no more. It's the manager. He was the one that was given the money. He was the one
Right.
that
Right.
was invested on. He was the one that was given the money to go buy a player that would improve this team. And he went to bring Kai Havertz of all people to this
Here's the
football
point.
club. I didn't request for him. He brought him. So it's the manager that I blame in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things.
Wasted
I
65
mean,
mil.
Kai
Could have
Havertz,
kept that
he
65
wasted
mil.
lots of chances in that game
He,
against Wolves, man. What do
he
you
could
think
have kept
about
the
those chances, man?
65. Well, yeah, it's that's you got it. You hit the nail right on the head. It's the wasted chances. There's no
Mm,
real target man up there. Either he's too far behind, he's too far on one side, he's standing around watching the ball, and when the ball comes in,
mm.
it kind of nicks off his head. He put a header straight at the keeper, bro. Like you
Oh
and I
my
probably could have
days.
buried that. Turn your head to the right,
Oh,
turn it to the left. I mean, it's just like what is going on? And you're right. And Hendo's right. It can't be worse than that Donkey Kai. No matter what
oh
striker we
my
get.
days.
And again, I'm at the point, Tony. I've said it before. I'll say
Shocking.
it again. Sesko, fine. Fucking Osimhen, fine. Just spend the money. Make the call. Someone make a decision on what the fuck to do. Because we're January 28th. We have less than a week to go, and we don't have one fucking player in yet. Not a midfielder. And I swear, dude, if he brings in a keeper and a left back, I am fucking going to lose my mind. I'm telling you,
Ah,
he would die on this Kai Havertz sword. And I want him to die on this Kai Havertz sword. We would have taken that 65 million, sell Emerald Smith Rowe, sell Nelson, put the money together, and get a proper striker in. Fuck Moreno, we don't need him. Right? Keep ESR, sell Nelson, put ESR in for Moreno. Far more productive, can pass the ball, can actually run. When's the last time we've seen Moreno even run, bro? And then he shoots for a goal. It's Kai Havertz's fucking handball because Kai Havertz doesn't know to get out of the way, right?
oh
Yes,
my days.
Moreno is trying to score, but it's like it's 4 or 5 steps forward and 10 steps fucking back. Be
Exactly, man.
surprised, they tell us,
Exactly.
right? Be surprised, be
Exactly.
excited, be happy. They're telling
Shocking,
us.
shocking,
Happy with
shocking, man.
what? With what?
That was stuck.
Kai
That was
Havertz
stuck with
is
Kai
simply
Havertz.
not good enough,
It's
and I get it.
horrible. And the
It's
market is
horrible.
open, and Arsenal is looking for
I
cheap
would
buys.
donkey all
Guys,
day over
Arsenal
him.
is
I
looking
mean,
for
what
cheap
have
buys.
they gotten?
Oregon Gunner,
Ferguson,
28.
yes, bring him in.
Today's Oregon Gunner. Today is the 28th, yeah, of
Yes,
January.
correct.
How many more days to the end of this month?
February
And
3rd.
Arsenal haven't brought the most important thing for their season, a
Bring a
striker.
striker in. It doesn't matter. But listen,
Oregon
remember, Tony,
Gunner.
Tony, remember when Arteta said that Goikarez wasn't clinical enough? Remember when
Yeah,
he
he
said
said
that?
that with pride. He
What are
said
you
that with
talking
his full
about?
chest. He said
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So you know we're not getting him.
The
Osimhen,
assembled, the
40
assembled
million.
asks a question here. Oregon Gunner, please answer the assembled. It says, question: the younger players will peak quickly. The problem
Yeah,
is making them maintain a standard at Arsenal. It seems to peak, then a drop in performance as rapid as their initial rise. Thoughts?
100% correct. They peak quickly, right? Waneri, stinker the other day, right?
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
because is he a right winger? Is he a central mid? Is he a striker? Is he a fucking goalkeeper? Arteta doesn't know, right?
Square peg in a
Arteta
round
doesn't,
hole. Square peg in a round hole.
what? Right? I
That kid
mean,
is not ready. He's not ready. We're just pushing him. We're just advancing him. He's not ready. But no one wants to hear it. Go and bring us ready-made players. Why do we need to? Why do we need to? Why do we need to haggle with all this? Go bring in winners and help us out.
Right.
Argon Gunner, we're in the market for this guy, Nypan, Sverre
Right.
Hanmeth or whatever is his name.
That could be a
Argon
hipster
Gunner.
place, bro.
I've seen the player. He looks like a project player. He looks like a good young player. But I mean, is that what we want right now, Arvin Gunnar? I mean, I've seen some
No.
Arsenal fans and they're all laughing and having a good laugh about this guy. They're already creaming their lips. And I'm like, are these guys okay? Is something wrong with these people? We haven't won a major trophy in how many seasons? In how many years? We're starving for a trophy. And then we're out here talking about another project player. To these Arsenal fans, oh my days, man.
They can't make a decision. There's no fucking sporting director right now. So there's no one really up there to kind of reach out and seal the deal, right? There's no one really to reach out there with any sort of proposal, right? If Arteta's doing the proposals, God forbid, because we sure as hell can't judge on his fucking choices. Pablo Mari, Kiwior, right? Come on now. Those are Arteta signings. Maybe Pablo Mari was part of Edu as well. But the thing is that it's January 28th. How many years? Again, 26 years I've been following this club. We have a new manager that's now been installed for 5 years, and he's doing Wenger things over and over and over. Right? It's the same formula at Arsenal. The board is restrictive. The manager only gets a few strings to pull, which is fine because I don't want this cut and getting any more money anyway. Sorry for my French. Right? I'm with you. And more than half the people chat. I don't even want to give him the money because he's going to go buy a Nippon. That's great for League Cup games next season. That's fantastic.
Guys, we can't even get that Nippon. Man City is closing on that deal. No. We are not getting that guy. We are not even getting it. That guy would read the script and he would see that this manager will completely destroy him.
Bring me
the manager would destroy him.
Bring me somebody. And I get the
this manager would destroy him. How many young talent have this manager actually helped? How many players have this manager actually developed? He'll destroy him. And to be very sincere with you, Oregon Gunner, this manager is looking on bringing another namesake of Gabriel Jesus, Igor Jesus, and we're looking for a 16 million euros deal from Brazil, from Botafogo. That's who we're going for. Or a loan deal for Marcus Rashford. Guys, this is what will happen at the end of the day. Do you guys want to bet me that Marcus Rashford will be the one we get at the end of this? Shout out to Michael Harris. Shout out to Arsenal above all. That's my guy. You know, they run that channel. Great channel. Arsenal above all. Go subscribe to that channel, by the way.
I think the Rashford to Barcelona deal could actually happen. As stupid as Barcelona want to be to get him, that's fine. Whatever. But the thing is with the Nippon, great. You want to bring an 18-year-old, great. But do the big boy business first, right? Bring me a Frankie de Jong. Bring me a Marcos Llorente. Bring me a Zubamendi. You know? Bring me some players that have won something.
Even that Zubamendi deal I heard is going off.
What a fucking euro. I don't want to hear that. What's that?
I even heard that Zubamendi deal is not even not sealed on stone.
Of course not. It's all social media hype. Right?
I heard it's not sealed on stone. I heard Arsenal is haggling.
It's never going to happen.
Oh my days, man.
It's never going to happen.
We're finished.
We know he's on loan at Galatasaray, right? Napoli have their man in Lukaku, apparently, and they have some of the other attacking options. So they're willing to sell Osimhen at a $40 to $50 million discount. And he's on loan. We could literally Venmo them the cash today, and he'd be on a plane to North London tomorrow. For 40 mil, we can pull Osimhen. But again, Osimhen has no reason, and Galatasaray has no reason to get rid of him. Arsenal does not have the pull like we did back in the Wenger days. You've said it. I've said it. I'm sure Arsenal above all. Big up, buddy. Hendon, Joanne, we do not have the pull to get the players we need. It was 21 years without major.
Not that we don't have the pool. Mikel Arteta doesn't have the pool. He's a baby manager. He doesn't have the pool.
Doesn't have the pull. The manager doesn't. I mean, we're still living off fumes of Bergkamp and Henry. Let's be serious. We're living off the fumes of Alexis Sanchez still. There's chats where we're still talking about Alexis fucking Sanchez. People are talking about Robin van Persie still. And that's fine, but we never really won anything under them. But what, 2 or 3 FA Cups? And I regard the FA Cup as a big trophy. But it's not. We're not sending the signal.
Not good enough
to give them a reason to join us here in North London. We're not giving out any feelers. Clubs like, oh, okay, they finished second. Oh, they finished second again. Oh, they're in the Champions League. Okay, well, there's something there. But then when you go to Arteta and you find out, oh, I'm a central mid. He wants me to play left back or left mid. Okay, right? You know.
But again, Oregon Gunner, there's lots of smokes and mirrors, even in the press conference. Yeah. See, guys, sometimes I don't allow Oregon Gunner to land. That's how we do the show. Yeah. That's how we do the show. Yeah. We make it interesting like that. You know, we get into each other. Very soon he will cut into what I'm saying. See, Oregon Gunner. In the press conference, Mikel Arteta was saying he has spoken to the players, to the Arsenal players. He's asked the team, and even him and the team per se in general would have to look for the striker that would actually. They have to identify. Oh my days! That they would have to identify the striker that would actually uplift the team.
Oh God!
Is this guy okay?
On fucking crack, bro.
I can do identification. You can do identification. I mean, you've just identified Gyökeres. You've talked about Victor Osimhen. What do we need to identify? What is this guy waffling about in press conferences, acting as if they don't know the name of? So, is this all a charade going for Sesko? Is this all child's play?
His decisions. That's all he's doing. Sorry to interrupt you, but he's just defending his decisions. He's always defending the decisions he previously made. Always. He never talks about incoming players, or maybe there's a name thrown out there, ever. And Wenger never really did either, right? We kept our transfers, kind of close to our chest, which is fine. But that was fucking 20 years ago. Man City bought 3 players in 2 days, Tony. It took them 48 hours to sign 3 players, and in fact took that Mashush guy, or sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, their best player they just took. The kid's a beast. He didn't have the best game, but he premiered. He took Jack Grealish's spot. Dude, they've spent over 100 and what did they pay for Marmoush? 67? 167 mil for the left wing position. Jack Grealish, Marmoush, if I'm saying it right. They've spent 167 mil just on 2 players, Tony.
In January transfer window. I mean, because we're being told that in the January transfer window. I mean, because we're being told that, generally it's taken that in the January transfer window that cash isn't really that liquid. You need liquid cash maybe during the summer. Yeah. But again, Manchester City have just debunked all that. They've debunked all that. They've brought in signings to help them out because there's an SOS. They've done the business. And very soon, you will start seeing what's going to happen to that Manchester City team. They're going to play as a team. They're going to work together. And they're going to start winning games. But Arsenal will fail to do any business. We're not serious about bringing anybody. Mikel Arteta was just, he's just using us as I think the manager thinks we're fools. Because the way he's just craftily just moving like it's all smokes and mirrors. It's all lies. I mean, just last week, we were in battle with RB Leipzig, fighting for Sesko. And then this week, you're now telling us right here, right now, that you need to identify a striker.
He had personal
What,
conversations
what
with
were you?
Sesko. He had
Oh
personal
my
conversations.
days!
He got told,
What
"Hey,
were you
Arteta,
doing to me?
thanks for nothing.
Oh
You can go
my
fuck
days!
yourself now because you fucked
These
up
guys are lies.
that I used to love. Thanks, Arteta." Is probably what Sesko said. Sesko probably said, "Why the hell would I leave right now?"
These are
Like,
lies. Distortions of reality. These are lies.
and to say
Pure
what?
lies.
And here's the end
It's
of the
this.
thing.
It's lies.
Right now,
The manager is lying through his teeth.
we're still not going to win the
Guys,
league if we bring a striker.
guys in the
It's not like
chat, can't you
we're
see?
fooling around with that. Nothing is going. But that's why I've been saying it: a 6 to 7 player overhaul again, and a new manager. We don't want to give this manager another dime. We want reinforcements because the bench is fixed apparently. While we've got 3 players and fucking 2 keepers on there, or 3 academy players. I mean, it's just it's out of his control. It looks like he's losing control. The 1-0 against Wolves, fine. 1-0 against Ipswich, fine. We get that. We got the goal, they didn't. But you can start counting how much we're paying for each goal. How much is Kai Havertz costing us for each goal? Right? Like you said, 2 goals for Calafiori, so each goal was 15 million pounds. Right? Let's break it down that way. So Calafiori's got his 2 goals,
I
which is
don't know, man.
fantastic.
I don't
We're
know.
used to
This
spending
football club
30
is just
million
tiring, man.
on 2 goals. And I know he's not a striker, right? You count strikers. Big up, Mark. Right? You count
Big
strikers,
up,
right?
Mark. See ya, guys. I will be with Mark tomorrow. I'll be with Mark on our channels tomorrow. So I'll be multicasting to my channel around 4:45. I will be with him. So watch out for that. It will be a fairy one on the day tomorrow. Between me and Mark, Manchester United fan, we have a new show together. And come support me and Mark, guys, tomorrow. My Caribbean brother will be down
Right on.
here doing things together. Big up to you. It says Ayden Heaven. Oh my days, Oregon Gooner.
Yep.
Oh Jesus
I heard
Christ.
that earlier.
Oh my days, Mark brings the goods. He wants to drive the screwdrivers into our bodies quite well. This is what he's saying. Ayden Heaven to Manchester United. Here we go. Sorry, Arsenal. We did it again. I mean, Manchester United stole one of our players. Throw that all away. Yeah, throw it away. Now they've come down here again to steal another one of our talent again from from our highly regarded academy. Ayden Heaven. What do you have to say about that, Oregon? Another player slips off our fingers yet again. What do you have to say to that, Oregon? Talk to this people.
Not surprised. I mean, I'd rather have Heaven than Kai Havertz. No, I'm joking. I mean, the academy kids come and go. I thought Heaven was pretty decent in preseason. I didn't really see like, oh wow, he's the next Maldini or bullshit. But that's the way Man United is. They can't find players on their own, so they got to scoop up all the scraps from Arsenal. Fair enough to you, Mark. Keep digging in the budget bin, bro.
Arsenal above all says something. It said, TC, we have the dough. We have £180 million liquid. The news from Deloitte Money League and Swiss Ramble was fact. The money is there. The stagnation is on Arteta. He has the final say. Argon Gunner, please, in a nutshell, do you believe Arsenal have £180 million right now, burning a hole in our escrow account right now? Do you think so?
Absolutely, 100%. I think we probably have more than that. I think if Arteta was to call up Josh Kroenke and say, I need Gyökeres, I need Frankie de Jong, and fuck it, I need Rafinha too, and I'm going to need 350 mil, I think they would probably give it to him. But the thing is that you could bring those players in now, and we still wouldn't lift the trophy this season. That's the other thing. Like if we got Victor Osimhen, there's no guarantee that he's going to fire us to the top of the Premier League. And I believe someone, I think Acer said it in there, City are going to finish second. They're going to fucking destroy us this weekend. Dude, they're going to do a 4-1 this weekend is my prediction.
Are you serious, man? You think they're gonna
I
beat us up?
They're going to beat us up.
Oh my
It's that
days,
bad.
yeah.
I could be
Oregon
wrong.
gonna
If we can keep Holland, if Gabriel and Saliba can do their thing and keep Holland isolated, that's fine. But no. This Mamouche guy or whatever, he's going to have a field day with Timber, I think. It's going to be difficult because this Mamouche guy, this number 7 they got, is something else. Bro, I
yeah.
was watching some
No,
highlight
no, no.
videos.
He's a decent player. I like the guy.
Yeah.
Arsenal went in for him and had
Of course
cold
we did.
fits and
For 20 mil, I
allowed
bet.
Man City go. And again, see, that should even tell you, that should even inform you how Arsenal do business and how clubs that are
Right.
really serious about bringing in players do business. They
But
go
how
in, they
much
don't go there to haggle. They go there to actually have
to
serious business
buy?
talks.
We go in the haggle.
Arsenal go there to look for win the dog and to
Exactly.
look for Labrador
Discount.
dogs to actually paint as murals.
Give
We're
us the
not
discount because we're
serious.
Arsenal.
We're not serious about having
Right.
conversation. Like we're just, I don't know, we're just so sloppy in everything, waffling about why all these football clubs go to do business. Tap tap boom. I heard that PSG were offering Colomwani to us before he went down there to Juventus on
Right.
loan.
Right.
On loan, not even
And he
buy.
already scored. And he already
On
scored.
loan.
Yep.
We were haggling with
I
PSG,
would have taken Koulibaly on
haggling
loan
with
all
them.
day long. All day
Tap
long.
tap boom. Juventus just came, and trust me, you can't even tell me that Juventus will have more money than us. I don't think so. They don't have more
No,
liquid cash
they
than
have
us.
to sell to buy. They have to
Most
sell to
Italian
buy. They're
clubs
so
are
young.
cash strapped.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of loans like Chelsea do, right? Chelsea do a lot of loans, I think. Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong. I think in the Norwegian and the Dutch league, I think they do a lot of loan work through in those leagues. I think Juventus do the same thing. But Juventus is always enticing because they have pedigree and they have
Mm,
heritage, right? And they have and people want to play in Serie A, man. I mean, it's a competitive league. To be honest, I think it's even more competitive at times than the Premier League, right? Juventus is massive club, AC Milan massive club, Inter massive, Lazio massive, Roma massive. I mean,
mm,
I could get why players want to go there, right? I get that. But besides the fact is that he goes there on loan, Tony, is your point, right? Like,
yeah,
I would take him now on loan.
I would take
Why
him on
not?
loan.
And why
I
can't
would take Colomani on loan.
because
I would
Arteta,
take
there's no
him.
sporting director. There's no one for these players to talk to
This
but
manager is a
Arteta.
clueless manager.
Yes,
Disgrace. It's a
and this
disgrace of a manager.
and I keep
And if we
and we'll
lose,
see
if we
for
don't win this title, it will
sure.
hurt me.
They're
And
not winning the
with
title.
what I'm seeing, we might not even make top four very soon. See, Jay Green, don't be deceived. Arsenal is not going for all this Nico Williams. See, man, don't listen to this crap. Don't listen to this. It's all lies.
And
It's
he's better
all
and Nico's
lies.
better.
Even the Sesko, we're not in for any of them.
Better.
You heard the manager today. The manager was saying we need to identify. Oh my days!
Identify, yeah. Oh,
Don't
this,
believe these lies.
yeah.
Don't
That's
believe these lies. We're not. See,
Pogba for
Arsenal.
free.
It's like there's kryptonite down there. Yeah, we, we are allergic to this kind of players. We're allergic.
Mm,
We're allergic to this kind of Rafael players, Nicole Williams, Victor Gyökeres. We don't see such players. We
right.
don't.
They don't know the European market. That's why we're looking at somebody from Botafogo. But Jay's got a good question, man.
Botafogo.
Would you
Yeah,
take
Igor
Pogba
Jesus.
on free?
Another washed up
I would.
young player, project player. Oh my days, man.
Yeah, right. Like I would take Pogba for free right now, Jay Greens. I would absolutely take Pogba for free. I mean, but the problem is he ain't gonna get along with the manager. The manager once Pogba slips up, Arteta will cut him out. You know it. We all know it. Look at the way he treated Aubameyang. You think Aubameyang had personality? Pogba's got a lot of personality, and that's going to be difficult for Arteta to manage. So yes, I would take him on just on a pure footballing, experience level,
Mm.
but he will not get along with Mikel Arteta. One slip up, whoosh, that's it. I just
Argan gonna just before we go.
yeah.
Argan gonna just before we go. Guys, don't leave the channel immediately me and Oregon gonna finishes, yeah? because a lot of the 5 week show is coming. Guys, if you thought that Oregon Gunner is angry, oh my
Yeah.
days. Just wait,
Oh,
just wait for Ola. Wait for Ola of the 5 week show to pop in. See, yeah, guys, that show comes immediately at the top of the hour, just immediately after Oregon Gunner leaves the channel. Ola is coming in. See you guys, 9 p.m. UK time this night. Ola is coming to talk today. See, Oregon Gunner, yeah. Arsenal faces Man City. What's your prediction for that game? We also face Girona. Girona has nothing to gain. They
it's
have
tomorrow.
nothing to gain in this game we're playing.
Right.
Do you think Arsenal family makes that top eight? Do you think we'll make it in second? Because FC Barcelona have a very, very tough game to play.
Mhm.
They might drop points if Arsenal win the game against Girona. We might gazon Barcelona and get to that second. So,
Right.
do you think Arsenal solidifies that third, second place? Do you think we beat Girona tomorrow? And mind you, it's going to be an away game. Do you
Okay.
think there's a lot at stake in this? Do you think we need to put more effort in it? And what's your prediction for that matchup before we go?
Thinking about the Corona game, being that it's away, I think we skirt that 2-1. I think we can beat them 2-1. Big up Josh, True Gunner in the building.
Big up Josh, real one. Go subscribe to Josh
Um,
channel. Yeah, you guys know me and Josh is a big partner of my channel. I'll be with Josh tomorrow for the Champions League game. Me and him will do champion strictly. Me and him and Bag of at times when Bag of have time. I've got time. We do the watch alongs. So, but
Perfect.
me and Josh will be doing the watch along tomorrow. We'll be bringing that to you simultaneously on both of our channels. Shout out to Josh Truegunner, man. Real, real,
Mhm.
real one. Absolute real person, man. Yeah.
I think we get by with a 2-1. I think we get by
2-1.
Girona. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we'll have a little more firepower, a little more offensive, and then I think we can hold them defensively. But I still think they score at home. I still think we have lapses in our concentration in midfield. I think our midfield will probably, just kind of get bled through a little bit, and we'll probably give up a goal. Um, but but with City, I think we get pounded, even though it's at the Emirates. I
Hmm.
I I'm gonna
Pounded.
predict
Oh
I'm
my
gonna predict
days.
4-1. I'm gonna predict 4-1.
Um,
I think we
um,
get beat
or,
bad.
Oregon Guinea. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
we've seen Arsenal in the Champions League this season. It's nothing like our form in the Premiership.
Right.
Despite we haven't lost a home game at Arsenal this season in the Premiership. Do you think Arsenal, in any way, in any alternate reality, would take up this Champions League mantle and try to go all in to win this title, this Champions League title?
Um,
Do you see any way that Arsenal will go ahead and win it? Because this is the only title left right now
no,
for us to win.
no.
We're
You
out of the
want
Premiership. We're out of the Carabao. We're out of the
right.
of the FA Cup. So, do you think Mikel Arteta will take
Mhm.
this? And he has to win a trophy this season. Do you know that?
I think he's taking it seriously for sure, as the rest of the squad should, as all the fan base should too. But
Hmm.
once we get past this game, it's what is the top 12 or 16 or something like that. You're talking now real experienced teams that have majority, credibility in this competition. I don't see us beating Madrid. I certainly don't see us beating Barcelona.
Hmm.
Um, and Man City in the Champions League could be a different beast. I could we even I don't know at this stage we can play against our home country, right? Like we could play Liverpool, I think,
Yeah.
coming up as well. So I just think there's better teams in there, and I think this weekend, I think Man City have kind of turned a page. They're gonna want to crush us. Even if it's at the Emirates, man. I don't have
You're gonna win
confidence
a
right
cross.
now because
Already
we're
good.
relying on Calafiori. We're relying on
Mm.
Calafiori to score goals.
To score goals for us.
Right? Who's
Exactly, man.
gonna score these goals? Oh, we
Exactly.
might get
We're
one.
relying on Calafiori to
Sure.
score goals
We
for
don't have
us.
Saka.
That's what we've
I mean,
become.
it's not,
It's
yeah,
what we've become.
we're not good
The
at. We're
wheels
not
have
good at
fallen
the
off.
level.
We have
I
no strikers.
Yeah, I mean, Man City obviously been absolutely horrid this season, and we said they turned a corner, but then again they go on and draw, or I think they lost, right?
Mm,
Draw or lost.
mm,
So maybe they haven't turned a corner. But Tony, let's be real. They've got the firepower, right? They've got the players to do the job, and we
mm.
kind of do, but it will take a lot more effort for us to put a ball in the back of the net than it will for them. That's what I feel.
Definitely. I
So
do
I
agree.
feel that
100% I agree with you.
Gabriel's probably been one of our best players this season, but there could be a defensive mix-up. I don't rate Timber against this Mamouche guy as much as I rate Timber.
Mm,
That'll be a great battle. Um, but I like Timber going forward better than I do defending, even though he's not that bad, right?
mm.
If it was Ben White, he'd be getting smoked. Ben White's not even close to match fit yet, so I don't even want to see him out there. But yeah, and I think our midfield is soft as piss as well, right? And
Yeah.
so these players are going to be on it. They want to beat us, and I think in more. God, this sounds awful. I think Man City literally wants to beat us more than Arteta wants to beat them. I know that sounds kind of weird and out there, but
But
I
it's
think
true.
that
It sounds
has
true.
that team so geared in, and Arteta's going to make decisions. Like, well, I don't know if I'm going to play this guy here. I don't know if that. Pep's ready. Pep could play the game now, right? He's ready. We're not ready. We don't have Saka. If Odegaard has a stinker, nothing will happen.
Nothing will
Martinelli,
happen.
stinker.
I agree with you.
Stinker, right?
Useless, Martinelli.
How much are
Useless.
we going to put one in off the
Useless.
bat? Right. Who's
Oh
going to
my
steal it
days.
from open play? Who?
Martinelli
Everybody
useless. A
sucks.
donut on the pitch.
So I just
A
don't know.
donut.
It's going to be bad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
As much as I hate it,
Oregon Gooner here for you guys.
for
See,
City.
Oregon Gooner. Today's episode was dedicated to Oregon Gooner, our brother, our big brother here, Oregon Gooner. His birthday was last week. We didn't do the show last week, so we carried it to this week. And this is we're dedicating this show to him. Please, guys, if you know his social media, just send a belated happy birthday to him. Because we do love Oregon Gooner. He's a big brother. He's a personal friend of mine, and you guys just keep supporting us on the channel. Guys, catch me in the next 8 minutes with Ola of the Fight Week show. 1 hour show expressly me and Ola. Guys, I don't need to tell you. Just catch us up and see what's coming up.
Thank you always.
Oregon Gunner, what do you got coming up? Tell these people, man. And of course, your final note.
Number one, I would love to get Ola on the show to join us if you can make that happen for next week, maybe.
Okay,
or the week after.
next week.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's get the three of us. Ola's my guy.
Yeah.
Great show, Tony. Thank you so much again for putting up with my schedule yesterday. My schedule over the weekend. I know you had stuff going on too because we're both family men now.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. Thanks for a great show and all the birthday wishes. Thank you always. Thank you everyone in the chat as well for your contribution today and your comments. It's so great to have you guys, getting us going. It really provides the heart of the show. So thank you everyone in the chat. And of course, all the birthday wishes. Big up above all. Nice to meet you, buddy. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but thank you for joining us today. Yeah, and thank you for the birthday wishes, Tony. And you can catch me every Friday at 9 p.m. UK time with TJ and Warren on the American Idiots show. In fact, we're going to be doing a match reaction tomorrow because his Fridays are now taken up with some work and family. So I'll be doing a match reaction of the Genoa Arsenal game with TJ Warren tomorrow at 2 p.m. USA time. I think it'll be 10 p.m. UK time. Great show today, Tony. We dove into a lot, man. We covered a lot today.
We covered a lot today, man.
Yeah, thank you. And big up, Hendo. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes.
Thank you, guys, for the birthday wishes. We really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, and we move on. I mean, the thing is, we got to keep our heads up, right? We know we're probably another trophyless season, but as fans, as supporting this club, as much as we love this club as we all do, we have to keep our head up, not let us get us down, and just hope for the best and not blame the refs.
Yeah, exactly. See you guys. Catch me and Ola in the next 5 minutes. Ola pops into the show for us for another show, the Prem Talk Show with Ola and Claude. As for me and my brother Aragon Gune, thanks for the birthday wishes too, because it
Yeah, thank you.
means a lot to me that you guys show this guy love. Because we don't like supporting our heroes and showing
Mm,
love to them. And this guy's a hero of mine. Yeah,
what a guy.
even on personal levels. So
What a guy.
thanks for that, everyone in the chat. And from me and my brother Argun Gunner, we
Um,
are out. Peace, people. Peace.